Hi guys, and welcome to this group. My name's Ruth Schroner, and I am incredibly excited to share some very tangible tips and scripts with you to get you to Emerald, not even in the next 7 days, but if you do this, if you trust me, if you do a trust fall, you can do this in the next 24 hours. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I'm also going to show you exactly what my team has done to have such tremendous success in their own businesses as well. But before I get into all of that, I want to back up and ask you guys one question. Does Christmas time ever stress any of you out? Does Christmas time ever stress you out? I know that might sound weird and backwards, but I'll be honest with you. From the time I was a little kid, while I was excited about Christmas, it stressed me out every year. Because ever since I was a little girl, I have seen my parents scrape by to get money for Christmas presents. My earliest childhood memories go back to watching them argue and stress out about income, especially around the holidays. And as kids, I can remember when one Christmas when we were, there was no Christmas presents under the tree on Christmas Day. And someone from our church came over and gave us $1,000 to get Christmas presents. But pretty much every year in life, as a child, we never had Christmas presents under our tree until like Christmas Eve. And then my parents would go shopping because they were robbing Peter to pay Paul, or they were writing hot checks. And even as into adulthood, Christmas always stressed me out because I was thinking, how am I going to afford presents? I can't afford presents for my family or my friends. I don't have it in my budget. I'm going to have to put it on the credit card. I had a blowout fight with my husband about 5 years ago, 2012, threatening divorce because I just couldn't take it anymore, this financial stress. And I am telling you all of this because what I'm about to introduce to you and what you get to introduce to other people is the biggest blessing I have ever been given. And I think everyone needs to remember that as we invite people. This has tremendously changed my life. And I was talking to my husband on Sunday and I said to him, do you know what type of people wait until December 24th to Christmas shop? And I said, the people who don't have money. And I said, this year, we're going to go to Walmart or to Toys R Us. We're going to wait for those people and we're going to buy their presents. We are going to bless them the way that we have been blessed with Beachbody in our life. And we're going to pay it forward to those families, like the family I grew up in, who don't have money for presents. I can only do that because of Beachbody and what we are training you on this week. Some of you are going to get to do this exact same thing one day, but it's only those of you who are willing to do a trust fall into everything I'm about to say. So I wanted to start with that because what I am telling you here, this is about business. This is about earning income, but it's about so much more. It's about changing lives. We need more successful people who can pay this forward, who can impact others. And that only happens when you invite people to this business. That only happens when you get out of your comfort zone. So I know a lot of you don't know me very well. I'm a superstar diamond. I'm one of the only people to advance to Superstar Diamond in the past year. We have advanced 11 Star Diamonds on my team in 2017 alone. My team is blowing up, and I say that to let you know that what I'm about to tell you works, because this is how we train my entire team, and my entire team is blowing up, and their coaches are blowing up. So I'm just asking you for a trust fall. That's all I'm going to say. Trust fall into this. Second thing I'm going to say, I am not going to get too much into team bonus cycle, how to double dip your income, and all of those types of things. But if you do the assignment in this, I will send you, drop it below, do the assignment in here, drop it below, the assignment, all of it, 5 names of people you have invited, don't lie, a screenshot of that. I will send you my bonus video on how I double dip the income and how I'm making thousands of dollars in team bonus cycle alone and how I can afford to give out money on Christmas Eve this year. I will send that to you so you can see why what I'm telling you is so important, because what I'm saying works. So the first thing, how to get to Emerald in 24 hours. Before I even show you my step-by-steps here, let's talk about your spouse. In my spouse's business center, I earn multiple thousands each week in his business. I didn't multiple thousands each week in his business center because of this one strategy. The first person in this business you should sign up as a coach is your spouse, period. Because as you move down the road in this business, which I will talk about in my bonus video, you get to double dip his income. Your spouse does not have to work the business, doesn't have to know how to log in, anything like that. My husband does not do that stuff. And he definitely didn't when I enrolled because he was skeptical and thought I was nuts when I enrolled him 3 years ago. But now he is very thankful that I did. So your spouse should be the first person on your weak leg. Again, trust fall. You need to sign them up, period. I actually regret it because I signed up my mom before my spouse, and I wish I wouldn't have because everything would be better because then I'd be growing my spouses and my mom's. Anyways, but sign up your spouse. If you're like, I don't know if I can do that, here's what you need to do. Sign up your spouse with a challenge pack because it's the absolute best value for your money. Get Shakeology samples. Okay, the sample packet. So you're going to get the 24 pack of Shakeology. Then you can offer those Shakeology packets as samples and even resell them as samples in packs of 7 to other people. So you are going to enroll him. It's going to cost you $100, but then you're going to recoup that money by using those Shakeology packets to sell to people who just want to try it for 7 days. Comprende. That is step one. If you have a spouse or a fiance or someone very serious who you see yourself marrying down the road, go enroll them right after we get done here. 1, you're halfway to Emerald. Here we go. Check that off the list. Again, we're doing a trust fall, right? The next thing you need to do, let me turn you around. And you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is exactly how I started my business. This is how I am earning almost 3.5 years into this business. I am nearing $1 million in this business, and half of that was earned this year. Okay? So that's how this business works, is it quadruples once you begin to pay it forward. So create a list. So you need to first think, I just want you to ask yourself right now, who do you know that wants to lose weight, that picks their body apart in the mirror, hates their job, they crave to be a stay-at-home mom, they have a ton of student loan debt, they can't afford Christmas presents this year. Who are those people that you have heard complaining about that in your life? Who are those people? Write it down. If you are watching this after the fact, I want you to pause. I want you to think of those conversations between you and your girlfriends or you and your coworkers, and you need to write their names down. Then to add on to it, I want you to expand that list. I want you to think of people from high school, college, previous jobs, church, clubs, organizations, your homeowner associations, family, your little league kids games, whoever, your little son's, Billy's best friend's mom is that you stand by in car pickup line, all of those things. Think of those people and go back to those questions. We all know people like this in our life. They need us. They need this opportunity. Got it? All right. That's it. The next thing that you need to do, again, you are trust falling. If you're just coming onto this, go ahead and you can watch my spiel about trust falling earlier. But I know I'm asking a lot for you to just trust me. But it's because of my opening story why I want you to be successful so you can pay this forward like someone did to me and change a lot of lives. So here's a secret. In building my business, I have never made up anything myself. I'm going to change this back to me. I have never made anything up myself in this business. I learn from the best. So you are in a group right now with 6 and 7 figure earners who have this business figured out. I guarantee you that all of us in here learned from someone else who was a 6 or 7 figure earner. I do what successful people do. What I'm showing you right now, Melanie Mitro taught me. Melanie might have learned it from Lindsay. I don't know where Melanie learned this. I bet she didn't make it up either. I bet she learned it from someone else who was successful. So I saw this. I know it works because I implemented it 3 years ago with my entire team. And since then, everyone's success on my team, my coach's success level has went up. Not lying to you, since I implemented this. Okay? 64 out of 65 people who use this method help at least one person. So trust it. It works. The next thing you need to know is your initial contacts need to be someone you are close with. In the next 24 hours, you are going to contact people who trust you. You are their friend. They trust you. They love you. Okay? Did you hear that part? It's very important. These are not just random people you are reaching out to. You are talking to your mom or your sister or your cousin or your best friend who has complained about her body for her entire life, or your cousin who hates her job and wants to be a stay-at-home mom. You are reaching out to these people who you know want to change something about their life that I mentioned in slide 1. And they trust you and they love you and you know them well. When I had these conversations, I called these people on the phone. And I said exactly what this script says here, except in my own roundabout ways. But I said, hey, mom, hey, sister, I know you guys want to lose weight. You guys have been complaining about your body for as long as I remember. I just signed up to be a Beachbody coach. You guys know I love Insanity. Well, now I'm taking it a little bit farther, and I'm going to coach people through programs like this online. Except not Insanity, because that program is insane, mom, and you're 60 years old. But there is another program I think would work for you. And I'm hosting a group online with my team to help get you through it. I want you to be one of my first customers. I want to see if this works on your body. I want your honest feedback. I want your honest experience as me as your coach, what you think, and I want to see what results you get. Can I trust you? Will you do this with me? Will you do this with me? Because if you're a new coach, maybe you haven't transformed your body yet, so you are doing this with these people. I had a very similar conversation with my sister. Exact same conversation with my sister. Both of them said, yeah, I've tried everything to lose weight. Yep, I have tried every way to lose weight. Why not? Like, I love you. You're my daughter. You're my sister. Like, what is it? I told them about now it would be BOD and Shakeology. And they said, yeah, we'll do this. And after they said, yep, I'll do it, I said to them, awesome. Since you're going to do it, would you mind enrolling as a coach? You don't have to do anything ever. You don't have to work the business. You don't have to post on social media. You don't have to host the group. But just to help me out right now as we get going, would you mind enrolling as a coach? The cool thing is, if you love Shakeology, or if your kids love Daily Sunshine, you're going to get 25% off in the future. If you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. There are no contracts. Are you ready to get going? Are you ready to transform with me? Guess what, you guys? If anyone is like, oh man, you want me to talk to my mom and my sister about doing this? Guess what? My mom and my sister both lost 40 pounds. My mom never worked out a day in her life before the age of 60. She radically transformed her health. It was amazing to see a woman who couldn't do a surrender without the couch be able to crank out push-ups like a beast and show the 21-year-old grocery checker out at Walmart how to lift big, heavy things of water. My mom's like slinging it. She's like, get out of the way, little girl. I got this. My mom's like, My mom is a boss. See, I'm getting way too excited. Okay, so if any of you are sitting there scared to reach out to your family, you are about to change their life. But you don't get to do it unless you trust me, unless you trust this process. So I know you might be scared, and I know that you might be wondering, like, what will people think? What will people think when they lose that 20 pounds that they've wanted to lose for years? What will people think when they see your mom and your sister radically transforming their health? What are your parents going to say when their blood pressure goes down? They get off their diabetes medication. They can do a push-up. They can walk. They can keep up with their grandkids. That's what we're offering people. But you will never have the opportunity to see that if you do not trust this, if you do not trust me. And you all came in here for a reason, to build a business. You all wanted something like that. So I'm asking you to do this. I'm asking you now to get off of this call, to call whoever your list is of people. And I know it's going to be scary, so if you need to pour a glass of wine before you do it, you pour that glass of wine or do whatever you have to do. But this is where we rip off the Band-Aid, and this is where we start changing lives, and it begins right now with that invite. And if you don't tell people what you're doing, they cannot join you. So you should actually only be very excited of what's to come for the people that you love in your life, because now my mom's not only healthier, but I get to bless my parents month after month after month by what I can give them now because of this business, by knowing that this Christmas isn't going to be like all the other Christmases. That's what we get to do, you guys. I just spelled it out for you step by step. There is nothing else to know except for what I just told you. I will post these things below or in the file. Now it is your turn to simply do it. Comment below with the names of 5 people you talked to tonight. Additionally, if you are writing a message to someone, screenshot your message below and let's do this. Emerald in the next 24 hours. Who is in? When you have that done, let me know. I'll send you my YouTube of how to double dip the income and how to calculate your own team cycle bonus so you can understand the commission base more. But you don't get that until I know that you are earning that Emerald rank, that you are earning that extra income, that you are trusting the process to change your life and the lives of people around you. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you do big things. We'll talk to you tomorrow.